good, y'all? We're back again. Blocc Talk with Chris and Smoke. We got Chris and I'm Smoke. Today we got a special guest. She goes by the name of Goldie Loxx. How's it going?
Hey now, what's up?
What's up? Introduce yourself a little bit. Tell us about yourself. I know you do music, amongst other things.
So basically, I'm a business owner. I own a female barber shop. Only females work there. Sexy, beautiful females.
Oh,
And I also just started. Well, I've been singing for a long time, since I was a kid. But recently, my friend invited me to a studio because he does a lot of music. So I went, and I actually didn't even go to sing. I just went to
just hang out.
Yeah. He's like, come and see how I do it. And I was like, okay, whatever. I took a bottle of Ciroc. I was like having a good time. And then he's like, he told his friend, hey, she sings, the engineer. And he was like, oh, we need women singers. Like, let's get her on a track. He got all excited. Yeah. So then he was like, I want you to say something. Like, I don't understand. So I was like, okay. So he gave me that first line, and then I just started writing something to that beat.
Yeah.
And then they put me on the song, and when I heard my voice, like, it just changed it changed the course of my life.
Yeah, you're now like, okay, this is something I did. Now this is something I want to do. Yeah.
Right. Because now, I mean, just like meeting these people was like the biggest blessing, because I realized, like, wait a minute, I do have it in me. Like, why haven't I pursued it? And so I started writing music since then, and that was only in December.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I wrote I have like 27 songs right now.
Oh, wow. Damn. You work.
So
I've
been on it, and then when I'm not doing music, I'm working my butt off at the shop because it's still a baby. I've only been doing the business for 2 years.
Oh,
okay. So right after COVID.
So right after COVID.
Okay.
I got in my whole family, they're all barbers. Mm-hmm. So I got in a fight with my family, and it's not, I didn't want to fight them, but it was a big Thanksgiving, like, family feud. It was a soap opera telenovela. Like, they were, throwing blows at
shit.
Like, it got violent.
Oh, wow.
That sounds like a Mexican party over there.
Oh, man. It was pretty cool. Just kidding. No, that was also life altering. Yeah. Because I was like, what the hell? Like, I didn't even ask for all this. Yeah. But in the end,
it pushed you to do.
Yeah, I had to leave.
But that's the way it works, though, because sometimes we go through some crazy shit with some people, and you're like, damn, I thought you were supposed to be there for me, and then they just fall off, and some shit happens, or whatever the case is, but it propels you to be better. Yeah. So look at what happened now. So now you got Mr. Mustache up in Downey, guys. Downey. So check that out. You also got music. I heard I Love the Way You Love Me.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
What's the inspiration?
You know what? Every single song is inspired by somebody. Yeah. Like, every song. Like, you can ask me about it. Eventually, like, right now, nobody, you guys don't really know me yet as an artist, or the public, right? Yeah. But when they will in the future, every single song is based off of somebody. Yeah. Right. And it's very personal, and so that song, like, I don't want to say who it's about, but it is about somebody.
For sure.
And
but it's a really nice song. It actually has that, like, oldies vibe to it, to be honest with you. Right. And I think, I'm gonna be honest with you, I think you should stick with that. We don't have enough, like, oldies singers. And I know some people are like, Or
even if you venture into other styles, but definitely keep that, like,
keep that sound,
Yeah.
They call them soldies, right? I mean,
I think so.
I don't really know.
I think I've heard you call that.
That was, I was like, wow. I go, that sounds like some legit shit. It sounded really good. I was vibing with that.
Thank you so much.
I was like, shit.
And you know what? That song, it was so easy to write it. Mm-hmm. Because it just came so natural. Yeah.
I wrote it like
quick. And sometimes songs that are not so, natural is because maybe I'm overthinking it or whatever. You know what I mean?
Right. But it's easy. I feel like for writers, it's probably easier for them to write when they're going through shit. So their lives are always a roller coaster, right? Mm-hmm. So I think artists in general, painters, any type of artist, they're always like, damn, when I go through something, hit the pen real quick, pen and paper, real fast. I hear his stuff, and I'm like, oh, okay, he's going through it today, but he's having a great time now, like, I know his life is, going up and down, but, as a, I love listening to music, so it's kind of like, all right, cool, because I got a song for that now, too, like, because it's not always shit doesn't always have to be bad.
Yeah.
Shit could be good too, you know.
Yeah.
But I think it's great. Your shit's pretty wild.
From what I've been able to hear so far, yeah, that's just awesome.
You have a hard voice, man.
Yeah.
Strong voice.
Strong voice,
Thank you.
definitely.
You know what? I want to say that like I feel like some of my songs like that I had put up like in the beginning, I felt like maybe they were like not as positive. They were like kind of like showing my sad emotions or whatever. But it's because I feel like when I'm my saddest or my angriest, that's when like I just feel like I have to like vomit. Like in a good way.
Everything out.
I vomit the words out.
Yeah.
You know, and
I
make something
understand
good out of. For me, it's making something bad into turning it into something
positive.
good.
And we appreciate it as an audience, you know, because we all go through our struggles. We all go through our ups and downs, you know. So, and I'll be honest with you, a lot of music that makes a lot of money is the music that people are going through shit, because that's 90% of the world, you know.
Yeah, everybody's going through something at some point.
But I think that like, cause now like as an artist, you know, I'm trying to think like what do people want, right? And it's like I feel like because we go through so much, like you don't really want to listen to sad music all day long.
Yeah, that's
you know
for
what I
sure.
mean?
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like now I'm like I gotta steer away from all that. You
Yeah,
know, like
for sure.
More positive stuff.
Yeah,
Because
but you got to still stay true, I think, to like what you're feeling.
Your
because-
emotions.
Emotions, because someone out there is gonna relate to it for sure, and then it might show it to somebody, they're gonna relate to it, you know. So it's
pretty wild.
yeah.
So, Mr. Mustache came from an argument.
The biggest family feud that we ever had.
Yeah.
And it was like everybody against me, and it had to do with my one family member saying that I didn't invite her to Thanksgiving,
Right.
which is bullshit. Okay.
Yeah.
Because it's like what? Like we have like a 10-person family.
Oh, wow.
So it's like automatically wherever my mom goes, like
everybody's
everybody
gonna
goes.
go.
Yeah, so it's just like, oh, come on. But in the end, you know what? God used it for something good.
Yeah.
And I would never be where I'm at if it wasn't for that big fight that we had. And it was so big that like they didn't, you know, a lot of family members didn't talk to me for like a year. So it was like really serious. But, you know, then they saw that, you know, I was doing well and that I didn't need them.
Right.
And they were like, oh,
shit.
bitch,
Yeah.
you know? And I think like they don't have a choice but to respect it.
Yeah.
You know, but guess what? I chose forgiveness because I'm like, you know
Right.
what? You can't choose your family. So
Yeah, we can't, sadly.
so you can't choose your family. So what am I gonna do? Am I gonna hate them forever?
Yeah.
Then and that's evil.
that
you know?
disturbs your peace too, like because you're gonna always have that weight on you. So it's like once you kind of forgive, sometimes they say, what do we talk about? Forgiveness is sometimes just for us, not even for them.
Not for them.
It just brings us
For us
peace
to move forward and keep it moving. And you know, at the end of the day, I mean, they can't hate on you because I'm sure that within your family, you help out people too with your company, right?
Oh yeah.
So it's kind of like, oh, so all of you guys that were fucking talking all this shit, here you come now.
I know. And you know
That's
what?
the way it works, though. My family's the same way, girl.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, maybe all families are the
Yeah.
same, especially like in the Mexican culture.
Yeah.
You know, they like it's always a competition.
Yeah, instead of being like, yo, like I always tell everybody, there's enough money in the world for everybody to make, for sure. You know, like, why are you gonna be mad because I'm doing this, doing that, or doing this? You know, like either way, like we're all benefiting. So, I mean, it's crazy, but that's the way life is. And you know, I went through my situation too prior. I think last year I went through the hell and back, man, and I didn't think I was gonna make it out, but I did. And so it propelled me to do all kinds of shit I didn't think I was gonna be doing, but here I am, and we're doing great, right?
Yeah.
So I mean,
It's wonderful.
sometimes when people step out of our lives, that's God like pushing us into greatness,
Something
you know?
better for sure.
Yeah.
So I'm glad to hear about, you know, Mr. Mustache, everything working out for you, your life's propelling. You know, I mean, just sometimes, you know, God's telling you, hey, walk this way, you know, but we always want to go that way, you know?
we don't listen all the time, and sometimes,
Right.
and then like we'll take a detour, but it's like you get kind of pushed back or smacked back, like, okay, this is all right. So like maybe 2-3 times after, you'll be like, all right, you know what? Okay, this is where I'm supposed to go. So I'm gonna start.
But where you're meant to be at is where you're meant to be at. No matter who tries to take you off path, you're gonna be where you need to be.
And the truth is that, you know, the Bible says that like in the story of Joseph, how like, you know, he tells his brothers because they did evil to him, and he was like, what you meant for evil, God used it for good. And that's exactly what happened in this situation, and that's why I can't stay mad at my family.
Right.
And I'm not saying that like, that I do everything perfect.
No, none of us do.
Like I'm super like, Bible thumper, righteous.
Yeah,
no,
no,
it's not
definitely
that.
not. None of us.
It's not that, but I do believe that principle. I believe that, and,
right.
And I believe that I'm blessed, and not only that, but now I'm blessing others because I am teaching women how to cut hair, and I've taught a lot of people how to cut hair, not just women, but using that shop, it's brought a lot of good things.
You started doing facials too, huh?
Yeah, and so now we're gonna do facials, and I've been teaching the girls how to do the facials, and I just want to empower women to not be intimidated by like a job like this, barber,
right?
To be a barber, you could be a lady and be a badass barber. I've been barbering for almost 20 years. It's been 18 years. So, it's like I said, it's because it's a family business.
Right.
I started it when I was 17, and I know it like the back of my hand. It's like nothing,
Yeah.
But the challenges are everything else, and after you overcome one challenge, there's another one and another one.
I bet, because you're the owner, so you got to deal with everything.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
As long as you have your team happy, everything will be good.
Yeah, absolutely.
So the Locks and Talks album.
Yes.
That's in the works, right?
Yes. I'm not sure what we're gonna call it yet.
But I mean,
but something like that.
I'm gonna say the Locks and Talks for now because it's gonna be a duet album. It's a collaboration.
Right.
So, how do you feel about that? How's that going?
So me and Johnny C are almost done with the album. It's gonna be about 9 songs.
Okay, so EP, right? Is that an EP?
I think that's considered an album.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think like 7 songs, 8 songs becomes an EP after that.
This guy does like 100 songs on an album?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, sometimes, yeah.
Well, that should be interesting because, Johnny's the one that got me inspired me to start doing the music.
Right.
And because I saw the way he was doing it, I was like, I could do this.
Yeah.
So now we collaborated and we he became a good friend and we just started doing working together.
Yeah, I've heard.
So many ideas. But you know what? It's kind of hard to write with him. So I write on my own then we collaborate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But because he's like very random. Like out of nowhere, he'll just come up with everything freestyle.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, he has that
Yeah,
he has that
I have
style,
to think about it
you know?
more. I have to.
You're like, let me put some work into this.
Yeah,
you
to
know?
be like rhyme like me. I don't know, like.
Yeah.
Oh man. So the Let 'Em Go song, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
That song's pretty tight.
Yeah, you like that?
I like
okay.
it. That's
I
how
have a good story.
That's how I noticed you. I was like, ooh, I'm gonna have her do a remix saying "Let Her Go." I got a lot of people I need to let go, but I already did actually. But you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But that was great.
Yeah.
Your hook on that is great.
Thank
I mean,
you.
his verses are great too. But I mean, your hook is.
And you haven't
definitely
heard the
stand
whole
out.
song yet.
Yeah, I haven't. So we're waiting on
I
that.
haven't.
We're waiting on that.
Okay, so let me tell you the funny story about that song.
Go for it.
So I had this gym crush, okay?
Okay.
And he inspired like a lot of the songs. Don't tell him, okay?
Well, I think you're telling him right now.
He inspired like 7 songs, and he was never my boyfriend or anything like that. But the funny thing is that morning, I wrote a song called Fantasy, which I'm gonna do the video for today.
Oh, shit.
Tonight.
Okay.
And
Nice.
that song is like basically like, you're my fantasy. It's like I'm talking about how like I'm obsessed with your presence now, predator on the prowl. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
I'm
look
like,
at that. That's
Look
just
at
like an angel singing
no,
right now.
not even. But the point is that I'm talking about like, wow, like you're my fantasy, and why can't I have you? Like you're so beautiful, your eyes are so sparkly,
That's
and
what's up. Yeah.
And so I'm like saying all this stuff, and then I got mad at him because he didn't want to say hi to me at the gym. He was acting all hard, and I'm like, what the hell?
What happened now?
Okay,
You know?
I was like, all right, cool.
Don't you hate that?
Dude,
Be straight up. If you don't want something, then you
Guys
don't want
are-
something. You do. What's up? What's going on? I'm in the air. I don't know. You know?
Some guys are so lame. Not everybody, but some guys. And that night is when I wrote that song.
Oh, that's what's up.
So-
But, I mean, shout out to the guy at the gym?
Yeah, dude, fuck that guy though. Fuck that guy.
You were fun while it lasted.
You know what? I think he just blocked me like
Oh shit.
2 days ago. Good, I'm glad. You know?
Well, I mean.
But hey, he inspired. He brought a lot of good things out of
It's
me.
an inspiration.
Even though he was a POS, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whatever. Have a good life. Good riddance. But that's the funny part is that night I wrote the Let 'Em Go, and I'm basically talking to myself like, let 'em go, that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah,
you know?
that's hard.
Because I'm like, what a stupid girl, infatuated by you. You know?
All of us been there. All of us been there.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool.
That's pretty dope, huh?
Yeah, it's like I said, I have to use my real life experiences.
It's our inspirations,
that's
man.
the best.
That's all of us. So when could we expect the duet album to drop?
I would say within a month.
By summer, guys.
I would say, yeah. So we're in May, so I want it to be dropped by June.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
what's up.
I think the beginning of June would be nice.
All right.
You know,
that sounds good.
And I feel like my best songs are there because I feel like the better beats are there and everything, and that's why like I felt like the songs were already like really good, and so having Johnny like join in and collaborate with me was like already like putting the frosting on the cake.
Yeah.
It's like sealing it, like making it bam.
You play guitar?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, you're all the way up here, man. You tripping.
Okay.
You got your entrepreneur, freaking singer / freaking who the hell knows how to play a guitar? I know I don't. Like I did for like 2 seconds and I was like, I'm done.
I get nervous still, but I could do it.
Well, I seen on one of on your Instagram that you were performing, or I don't know how I stumbled upon it, but you were performing at, was it the Whiskey?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I mean, you've been doing this for not a long time, but I mean,
yeah,
you know what you're doing.
And you know what? Okay, so that's a separate project that it's like, we started doing that band like a long time ago, and then we recently went back into it. But now that I have like this project going on, I really don't even care for that. Yeah. But I didn't write the songs for my band. Right. So like I am in a band also, but that's kind of like
your side,
to the side.
Your little side.
That's my side home.
Your side home. All right.
Yeah. So that band is called Drive Through Hookers.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Well, I named the band too. Yeah. And I told my friend like I'm not gonna go back to the band because he had changed it to Drive Through Heroes, which was terrible. Like, oh, no. I'm like, bro, Heroes, Drive Through Heroes. That's horrible.
So would you say that's more of a rock band?
Yeah, that's
right?
a rock band. Yeah.
So that's I seen that and I was like, this girl knows what she's doing. I mean,
but I wasn't writing the music. I would just kind of like show up, and he showed me like he would put together the riffs and all that, and then he would show me the lyrics and go, okay, here, do something with it. And so like I still had some input, but not enough. It wasn't. They're not my songs, and that's what I told them recently.
So this is your baby. This is your baby.
Okay, yes, that's why I don't want anybody to write my songs. Johnny wants to write my songs all the time, and I'm like, no, like I refuse. He's like, but I'm gonna write you a banger, and I'm like, no, dude, like I know what I'm a woman, like I know what I want to say. Yeah, like I don't want anybody to put words in my mouth.
You know what we want to hear.
But I'm speaking reality though.
Yeah,
I'm speaking reality. It's not just commercial shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
So
that's pretty dope.
Yeah, and we're gonna perform. The Drive Through Hookers are gonna perform in June at the Whiskey A Go Go again. So that should be fun. I mean, if anything, now I want to do it just to like kind of stay out there.
For sure.
But I don't really like.
But your voice is very unique. Yeah. It really is. So if anybody tries to sell you short of anything, best believe that voice is hard. That's strong, man.
Yeah, you got a good voice.
See, I'm telling you, like we know we deal with a lot of people, but your voice is like, whoa, man.
Like when she sent you to me, like as far as just like when I was checking it out, I was like, damn, she's got a strong ass voice. But that shit's like just powerful, but it's like it's beautiful, it's not like you're yelling. You like really just you can feel the emotion and shit when you're singing. So
wait till you hear the song that just came. I'm gonna drop it in a few days. It's called Bloodsucker, but the lyrics are like, I'm not gonna trust another motherfucker. He's a bloodsucker,
Yeah, fucking energy vampires.
Yeah, exactly. Liar, vampire.
Yeah, but I mean, that voice. It's up there, man. You got that
Thank you.
what Whitney Houston's up there. Mariah has those hard voices. Like that's a tier, you know, because a lot of people could rap, they could sing, but not like
The way you sing, yeah, the way your voice
Really?
carries. Is, I mean, not to say, it's not even to say like, oh, you sound like Mariah or but because they got their own thing that's like you
that's
can
different.
that's different,
Right.
and your voice is definitely different. It's like real powerful. You don't hear a lot of like girls. Usually a little more soft. Yours is like I said, filled with emotion. I can like I feel that for sure.
I got a
for
lot of
sure.
anger. Just kidding. Just playing.
It
Whatever
works,
it may
works,
be,
whatever
yeah.
works.
I definitely have a lot of piss and vinegar.
I know you saw yourself.
That's for sure. Oh yeah. Acid dog.
But yeah, I mean, you guys are doing the thing right now.
I'm excited because I feel like right now I have like 6 songs on Spotify, and then this morning I was working on dropping, you know, like you.
No, I'm good.
Oh, okay. I was working on the next 3 that are gonna be dropped in the next few days, and I just feel like people haven't really seen. They're still like, what is this girl about?
Yeah.
What is Goldie Loxx about?
Well,
like,
that's why we have you here, so they can know what's up.
I
you
feel
know?
like when the album drops with Toxic, you'll know who Goldie Loxx is.
Yeah?
You're gonna know.
It's gonna be that hard?
I feel like it'll turn some heads or ears.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Definitely
Are
catch
you
some
excited
attention.
to perform with him eventually?
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to it. Let's do it today.
It's gonna be a different how do you say it crowd, right?
Yeah.
Because you're used to the rock crowd, and now you're gonna go into a different.
You know what though? I feel like it's gonna be so easy and wonderful because I'm already used to performing. I'm not afraid to perform.
Yeah.
And it's like I feel like with this, because it's my baby, it's gonna mean so much more to me.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's gonna be even more with emotion. Like everything just a billion times better. You know?
For sure.
I can't wait. That's gonna be sick.
Yeah. And we're excited for
Yeah,
it for
for
you
sure,
too.
for sure.
You know?
I bet you people are gonna wanna come watch.
No,
Watch.
definitely, and just again,
They will.
keep us tapped in too, so we'll promote you, and we
Thank you
try
so
to do all that
much.
for.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you.
All right, so as far as the music goes, do you have like any influences?
Yeah, you know Amanda Perez?
Yeah.
Damn.
I feel like that song, like "Fuck Your Feelings," is like the vibe I'm going for.
Oh, for sure,
All
for
right,
sure.
that's
Yeah.
what's up.
Yeah, I just love that girl. Like I feel like she was such a part. Like she made a big impact.
Yeah.
When in her time.
Yeah.
And I feel like I want to bring that
That's
kind
what you
of
wanna bring.
impact back,
Yeah.
like that realness, that
Yeah.
Yeah, instead of all this
Commercial stuff. Yeah.
You don't know what they're saying. You're like, what?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Has no sense. Nope.
No
Purpose.
substance, no nothing. Yeah. It's,
You connect to the beat, but you don't connect to what they're saying.
Right.
yeah.
Like we all love Bad Bunny, right? But we don't know what the fuck he's saying.
Yeah, we're like,
We're just
we're
like,
down with the beat,
because the
you know?
beat is awesome,
Yeah.
right?
yeah.
So I mean, I guess that's good enough. But I'm not a reggaeton artist, so
yeah.
Right.
No,
not
for
yet.
sure.
No, just kidding.
Not yet. I mean,
Not yet.
World's
Hey,
your oyster.
hey,
It's
you
up
can
to
always
you
open
break
up
that
to what you
stick
want to
on
do,
your
right?
But
So before we end this, let everybody know where they can find you.
Okay, so first of all, for the barbershop, it's Mr.MOUSTACHE.co. So that's for Mr. Mustache Co. And then my Goldie Loxx page is _Goldie _Loxx with XX and then _ official. So
For sure.
we'll make sure to plug her on there so you guys
Yeah,
will be able
we'll
to find her.
just look in the details. We'll have all the info on there for y'all to go check out. All right. So, time flies by, but we want to thank our special guest, Goldie Loxx here. This is another episode of Blocc Talk with Chris and Smoke. I got Chris, I'm Smoke, and make sure y'all go like, subscribe, and just check us out. Share us with your friends, whatnot, and we'll catch you on the next one. Until then, we out.
Thanks.